So welcome to our next section or segment, as I would say, to our businesses. And I don't say small businesses, I say growing business or, our emerging business is ideal word for our business owners that is on this program here. And it is a program where we are interviewing business owners to talk about their story, and in all of it is to inspire you also in starting your business, or maybe you where you're at in your business, how can you get inspired to continue. And today we have a special business owner, and he's going to talk about his unique business. And Mohamed Sheriff is on our program today, and he's going to talk about Sheriff Transport and all the services and the things that he and his team is doing at that end there. But as we get into, please do ask questions, send your questions in a comment, and we will gladly answer you. So, Mohammed, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, good morning. Yes, so thank you, Ms. Shanti, for having me here. My name is Mohamed Sheriff, and our business name is Sheriff Transport. So, about myself, I am a young business owner who aspiring to pioneer in the business I do, in the industry we serve us. And if I should dive into telling you more about our business that we do, I would
So some of the service
bring
that
it back.
uh,
Yeah, the service that we do, I would bring it back from way before I even started this. And that was when I was a simple salesman, moving through the public, reaching to my customers, which I really love connecting with my customers. And not only my customers, the passerby who I may move through to get to my customers, I would connect with all those people. And I would ask them lots and lots of questions. Some of those questions like what are their needs, their wants, their stresses, their strains, and so on. Why I did this is because I want to get to know the people out there in the public more so I could get ideas of how to serve them better, in what way, and so on. So, doing this consistently, I one day sparked a vision, realizing the gap between the transport and logistics industry. And with that bold idea of redefining the way cargo transportation is done was where shared transport began. Today, we stand not only as a cargo transportation company, but we are a symbol of reliability, dedicated to become a pioneer in the logistics world as we deliver excellence in every journey we move. So that is a simple definition of what we are.
wonderful transportation. And I like that you're sharing a little bit from where you start and what's inspiring you there. I know, as tell us how long this business has been in existence.
We are in existence serving the people of Guyana and overseas based Guyanese or even internationally based people also as our valued customer for over 18 years now.
Wow, amazing. So I
Yes.
know you are definitely an example for our, businesses that are starting now to show, persistence and pushing through, making things happen. On this journey, I'm sure there was many challenges. Can you share with us even, maybe some unique challenges that you have faced as a business owner, and how have you overcome these challenges?
Great. And without challenges, there is no room for improvement as I see it. And up to this date, serving the public for so many years, we still look for the challenges and accept them, embrace them. So I would say, if I should say, two of my toughest tier challenges I faced as a young business owner coming up was to find the right people with the skills to handle the tasks at hand. And after finding them, keeping them on board also for a long-term basis. So with my bold idea and my ambition, I pushed through the years with much setback, not knowing how to overcome these challenges. But I applied consistency, keep going. And over time, I discover how can I overcome these two challenges, right? One of it was where or how to get people to come to join our team and be excited to work with us was to build a great culture where those people with the right skill would be excited to want to be a part of what we do. And that alone, displaying that culture that we built, attracted those people to come and try as hard to get into our system and be part of all the excitement we have. The other one, getting those people was one, but ensuring that they stay and work and help develop themselves and the company also. So that was another challenge. And how did we overcome that? By ensuring that we know these people's value, know their vision, know their goals, and make sure we align those with our company's vision, goal, and mission. So at the end of the day, it's a win-win for both sides. We work together. We have the same idea of achieving where we're going towards our destination together. We drive together.
Wonderful.
So those are two challenges you overcome.
I can tell you one thing that those challenges are there in every single business. And I know for those who are listening here might be thinking, oh, I'm going through the same thing right now. How do I attract and retain people? And I love that you touch on this point here of culture. And they say culture eats strategies for breakfast. And so you can have all the best strategies to grow the business and all these ideas, and then you don't have, the culture that will nurture those ideas and build it. You will not succeed, or you take longer to succeed. And so building the right culture in your organization is so important. What are you doing? And what I like to is that, as the owner, the understanding that it is you who have to start building this culture, because sometimes we ignore what is happening, and we pretend other people need to fix themselves. It's them who is the problem. So they need to figure it out. But then no, we as the owners also need to understand what role we need to play, because if we're not setting the example and we're not putting things in place to make the environment one conducive for attracting talent and then for them to stay, then we're not doing our part. So I love that you were able to share that and how you're overcoming that challenge. And it's work. I'm sure it's a lot of work on a daily basis to keep the culture, because everybody have their own culture they're bringing into the workplace too. So tell me, Sheriff, Mr. Sheriff, how do you on your journey here, what are some of your values that you would usually rely on when you're making decisions? So, as you go along, these are your core values that when you interact with a customer, or, even a supplier, any stakeholder, these are your values that guides your decision. Tell us about those.
Great question. And our values are like a pillar of our business. They're very, very important. Some of my core values, if I should put as a top five that I have as a day-to-day activity and ensure, those are reliability, trust, compassion, commitment, and honesty. With those five core values in our business, we ensure every decision evolves around those values. Why? Because those values bring forth the results our customers want and deserves also. So In every decision we make, an interaction we have with our customers, reminding ourselves these are the values that we work around with and we honor and respect, our customers are excited to do more business with us, right? And sometimes not even doing business, dealing with our reliability, feeling our trustworthiness, understanding our compassion, knowing our commitment, believing in our honesty. Sometimes those customers would be so excited to just stop by and say, hi, how are you guys doing? And so on and so forth. So core values are like the nutrients to our business. It really matters to endure and then make sure that we respect and uphold them.
And, every single day we make decisions based on our values. And, it's important. Part of building a culture is what type of culture you're building through your values, right? And I love that you have values that are there. What I found is that many companies also they do have a list of values that it's given in the maybe in your orientation when you come onto a job. These are the company values, learn them, and that's the end of it. But one important thing too is that how do we ingrain these values into our team so that every decision is being made based on our values as a company. And so many companies, I can tell you, if I go to ask their staff, they don't know their values, or they don't even have anything like that to actually create it. So I'm glad that you have your values. These are, and I mean, in transportation, one of the big thing is reliability. Can I rely on these people to show up on time and get me where I need to go on time? Can I rely that safety, that they have all these things covered. I don't need to worry about all these things. I can trust these people, right? And in our interaction, we could be honest and we let them know, look, I cannot be there. We are here and we're gonna be there at this time. And and you're honest. They could know that if something is to happen, they're gonna be informed and all of that. But that's what values do for our businesses, that every decision is based on how did we say we want to operate. And so thank you so much for sharing that. If you were to tell us a success story, that something that maybe a highlight for you was all these years in business, what is one of the story that stand out for you?
Great, great. So one of my biggest story that I always remember and admire of nurturing these values lead us towards this one customer, overseas-based Guyanese customer, once was turned down by another transportation service at the last moment into the afternoon hours going on tonight. And that customer got our contact from another person overseas and he reached out to us. So as he reached out to us, he expressed his stress about this um, other transportation service who at last moment give up on them when they got to get this cargo delivered the next morning 8 a.m., right? And this cargo has to travel over the river, over water, by ferry at a distance. So because we are a reliable company and we put trust as a number one thing for us, we promise that customer we're gonna get it done. Nevertheless, at that time, our drivers, our porters were already dispatched to their families, or trucks and vans was already packed. Within an hour, I managed to rally a team and got a van on the go towards the pickup destination. And with our good connection and relationship we built with the ferry stallion, we managed to get on a boat 5 a.m. the next morning. And we delivered that customer cargo 5 minutes before 8 a.m. that next morning. So that story for me is not just that we deliver cargo on time or before time, on schedule. We deliver reliability, trust, and commitment is what we really deliver that day in that story. And from that time up to this date, that customer stuck with us. And he didn't only stuck with us. He referred so many other customers for us. So many, right? And referring these other customers for us, those people were able to understand, have a sense of feelings, and a knowledge of knowing what service they're expecting before they even use our service. Just by the way that one customer expressed his satisfaction in our works and service that we do. So that is one great story that stands out for me when we travel from years into today.
And I can see your values.
I can see your values. Yes.
Yes. So think, many of us, that is what we're looking for. Somebody who you can depend upon. You have a problem, call and they're there. And I love that story. And those are stories that build relationship. Because what I heard is a relationship that was built, and then you were able to also, you know, get referrals from this person. So I know this is a business section, that segment we're talking about here. And the business owners especially that are listening, how do you build relationship with your people? And this whole aspect, Mohammed is talking about trust in his value. That can people trust you, that you're going to deliver on your promise? Can they trust you? And so thank you for sharing that story, Mohammed. And if I'm to ask you, you talk about reliability, you talk about people can trust the business that you're doing, your team, you're there, you're dependable. But if I'm to ask you, why should people, other than those things, why should people do business with you? What would you say?
Good. So the big why. Why should I see it as why should a customer give us their money? Why should a customer make that call to us? Why should that customer trust us to transport their delicate cargo or whatever type of cargo they want to get to destination? Why? The big why. The big why is that by just connecting with us, making that request to us, and we have our core values intact, you have no other worry to worry about, no other stress to think about, no other strain to endure. Because whilst we take care of that, what you request us to do, you have time, more time with your family, with your own business, and with your other tasks at hand. So we actually relieve you of this burden of getting this cargo on the spot, on the time where you want it to go,
Yep,
right?
I like that. That, take the stress off of you. Call Mohammed. Mohammed, you take the stress. This is a
Mm.
problem I have right now. You handle it. And that's the beauty about it, that you have somebody that you can rely on to help you through, this kind of service, that they're there for you. So before I ask you, to share how we can contact you, tell us, what little advice can you offer for any aspiring entrepreneurs, or, is anyone who might have already just started their business? What would some advice that you may have that you would give them from all your experience?
Lovely. So, with my experience, and it took me some years to develop and understand this way of operating, of creating fast and rapid growth, because the world is moving fast. The world is evolving, things are changing so fast. And if we don't move fast, we are left behind. So, my big advice to young business owners who aspiring to reach that top, to reach that vision they have, is to be visually open minded and ensure that you recognize those roadblocks in your business, especially that roadblock that is just in front of you, that obstacle that is just in front of you, avoiding you from moving forward. Recognize that first one. And as you recognize that first obstacle or roadblock, go over it, go around it, go under it. Whatever you do, just grow past it fast as possible. Because when you grow past that obstacle, that roadblock, apply consistency next and find the next one. The faster you overcome the roadblocks, the obstacles in your business, in your personal life, is the faster growth for you. And you could be a big winner. So that is my one unique advice.
Yep, amazing. Thank you for sharing that advice. And I keep thinking as you speak, and keep moving, keep moving. Those are the words that keep coming to my head. Okay, something pop up here. Keep moving. Find a way. Just keep moving. Don't stay there. And yeah, it's great advice, because indeed, multiple things, is coming at us every single day. And what are you going to do? You're going to throw your hand up and give up? This is not working, that's not working, this happening, that. Okay, fine, all of it might be, but keep moving, keep moving. Don't stay stuck. And so, thank you so much for sharing that. I mean, you've been in business and there's so many things that, you would have seen. And thank you for adding value to us there by sharing something that we all might be going through right now and to keep moving forward. So, Mohamed, tell us a little bit, how can we contact you or your business, and so that we can get going to do business with you?
Great. So as we continue to move forward, and as I say, the world is moving so fast. As time goes by, as the days goes by, as the weeks pass, and there are more portals where connection can happen, we will forward those on the social media or wherever it is applicable to get it, means of connection to us. But as we speak, we have our TikTok page, we have Facebook page, we have our office, which contact number for that office is 706-1240. You can even reach out to me itself if you want to just get a quote of something or an idea of something you may have on mind by 697-9666. And we can talk. And from there, we take it to whatever dimension you want to get back.
Wonderful. So guys, you have even Mohammed's direct number to call him, and the business also, and to give them some feedback, let them know also how they can help you, right? What might be some of your struggle in transportation that they can solve for you? Reach out. They're ready to serve and to help in whatever way. And as you heard, Mohammed talk about his story of reliability. It's a trusted company that wants to be able to serve you and help you with your challenges. So, Mohammed, thank you so much for being on our, in this session here, talking about business and how you're running your business and the ideas that you've given us. We really appreciate your time out today, and I'm sure that it's adding value to others too.
Great, thank you.
Awesome. Enjoy your day. And guys, we will see you. Post any question that you may have for Mohamed or myself. Put it in the comments and we will gladly respond to you. And if you also want to be on our program at any time, you can join us in our strategic club. And also, that is about coaching and mentoring your businesses. It's about also helping you to get the education also you need to grow where you need to grow in, whether it's leadership or whether it's in the business or any aspect of multiplying those areas. Reach out to us and we are gladly here to serve you. Take care and see you in the next segment.